in the noza, Limpopo, yeah. Na kimfana muperio, I'm from the ghetto, in the noza, Limpopo, yeah. Na kimfana muperio, I'm from the ghetto, in the noza. Limpopo, yeah. Na kimfana muperio, I'm from the ghetto, in the noza. Limpopo, yeah. Na kimfana muperio.
I took the love from my ghetto, then I put it in my heart. I say I took the dedication, then I shoved it in your arms. Dirile ke mututu kasale buwa sisutu usile litabile ki kwechika mukuku kusha presa panda ki bukule che buruku ki koshi ya mapedi na ke bukula meruku ki pepe kanidi ki bago tiwe lidi kati ki bulu jama konidi sampa bari khati koshi ya mashadi ki tena ki bunyachi mapedi mali buwa ke le rata rati
I'm from the
rati
ghetto, in the noza. Limpopo, yeah. Na kimfana muperio, I'm from the ghetto, in the noza. Limpopo, na kimfana muperio, I'm from the ghetto, in the noza. Limpopo, yeah. Na kimfana muperio, I'm from the ghetto, in the noza. Limpopo, yeah. Na kimfana muperio, I'm from the ghetto, in the noza. Limpopo, yeah. Na kimfana muperio, yeah. I'm from the ghetto.
1 2 testing 1 2. It's what a DJ.
Limpopo, yeah.
What's the bit of a la go very kisha mic as well. Tlo ka ra ke ditse dilo tsa ke di tsamaya dilo tse.
Ba dumela. Le jab. Yeah.
I don't feel the energy. I don't know whether it's me or go
What Dumela is the live podcast experience. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to 5 minutes on the streets. Live podcast experience kanako.
Give it a round of applause.
Yeah. If you're not here, I don't know where you are. Get December, get 30. You guys are looking amazing, man. Yeah?
And they smell good as well.
Yo.
Give a get na fela ke khambos, but what hlapile bang khamnat.
Yeah.
Bang khana mang jirong ne.
Hey.
Thank you so much actually for joining us, guys.
Yeah. My name is Ferry the MC. To those who don't know me, this is the #1 podcast on the streets. We have been doing this thing from 2021, Tabi.
We have.
2021, and today we are hosting the first annual live podcast. Are you guys ready for what's going to be happening today? Happy. I brought you guys some amazing team. I could do my go really. I'm going to go so Ay. What go really? I'm going to drag.
Clementwe man sebesho, Clementwe.
One drag. Ay, yeah. One no sharp.
All right. So as Ferry was saying, it's going to be amazing. It is going to be going down like nobody's business. Kamu say take bona ka le di celebrity di tlile. Ga ke re chaps la ba bona. So gona re go hlompegile, modiro le go hlompegile. Di YouTuber go mrago di sware di iPhone. O tseba ga o ka bona o check YouTuber video. Gona you've made it. Ga o ka bona celebrity go tšea di video. O go sisa gona you've made it mo life thing.
Ro trend.
A ke nyako go botsa ma.
Mara le ready agad? Yeah, le ready.
Yeah.
No.
I'm ready. But there's one thing that's missing. Right? I think we are ready, but there's one thing that is missing.
Utlile mthagola?
A ke tsebo re gona na.
A bolla ka re tsebisa.
A ke tsebo re gona na. La ale mon.
Ale mo tsebe.
Hloka mthoko mongwe a tle mo molatong gape. There's one person a misang gapena. So we need to get that person on stage. Ladies and gentlemen, it wasn't easy to get this man. We had to pray. We had to take it down to the ground. We had to rohopela mangelo ile modimo gape gape. And he said, "You're talking, Sikukuni, I'm going to support you." 5 minutes on the streets, ke tlotla ke le so. Ra re mo fa di million ga di nyake. He just wants to be part of the movement. So it goes to show gore bariba podcast that's babanyana ska banyacha. So ladies and gentlemen, a lot of you know him as Monna gore kisha di acha.
Yeah.
A lot of you know him as a comedian. A lot of you know him as the most brilliant host ever that has Limpopo has ever seen. A lot of you know him as Mutwana wa yola. Na ke tsebe taba tsa gagwe ke tše ntši mo no. But the most important thing is that he's an amazing, the most talented, the most elegant, the most vibrant, the most GOAT that we've ever seen. Give it up for the one and only Mr. Sidlo, better known as Zile! Touchdown, huh?
Yo. I got a tarpa. What are these?
I gotta get you a spicy yan.
I'm happy.
Yeah. Para give the 5 star.
Give the 5 star.
Bona tomorrow ladies and gentlemen, Zilo, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much.
You're officially a friend of the podcast. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, remember, the MC today we are sponsored by Toto. Yeah, these guys are making this amazing gin. Yeah, Vadira gin. Toto. Yeah, so you guys must try it out. I believe it's sold on all liquor stores. Check it out. This is our new partner.
Just to add as well, they're also available on Facebook and TikTok. Make sure you like as well. Make sure that you follow them. Discount.
And also, we are having our regular store. So you guys are out to Mushi. We're having also Van Smoke in the house or the cocktail. So
Definitely.
Yeah.
I think I want to also give a round of applause and also acknowledgement to Senepe Entertainment as well. They're here, they're the ones who are capture a moment today.
Yeah.
But we appreciate the work. And of course, most importantly, Zile, this thing wouldn't have happened if it wasn't for that person, 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 and of course the ones at the back. Give yourselves a round of applause.
They are amazing. I think one of the things we need to speak about why did we end up a live podcast.
What happened?
Hey, brother. Okay, so we were hosting.
Emma Pilliswitch, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Ne?
Yeah.
So we've got cabs. I don't know if one of our person is here. So we're going to do a quick game. I get people who want to find out the Ruti Lejongo Rotome podcast.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're going to play it in a way of a game. So we're going to ask a question. We've got a cup that we're giving away. If you answer that question right, then we give you that cup. Then Sibasho will explain how did we get to this part. All right. Are we ready?
Where's the mic? There's a mic in the audience.
It should be roaming around.
Yeah, there should be a mic in the audience.
I think we have
they're having
it.
the
Must
mic
be
in the
here.
audience.
Shulon.
Yeah, Arbo know about I follow 5 minutes on
Yeah.
the streets. Keribona, what I keep it. Kiloga tell about Magavari. Emuna, Ferio Goladi, what the podcast? What the podcast?
Broadcast.
What the broadcast?
Yeah.
We're still having a problem. You are 12 longer. I was doing a podcasting in Domang. I think that's the number one issue we need to solve.
No, as long as we will broadcast, or young or mango you do
Podcast.
Promise, are we ready with the cups? I love them. Red for danger, I said. So 3 questions that I'm going to ask Sibasho. I think we're not going to know the answer better, ne?
Yeah.
So if you have the answer to it, we'll bring someone who will actually share the mic to you. Just, very intimate. We've got the beautiful maps. Zila,
Mic check.
Oh, come on.
Cha, cha,
Oh,
cha.
you go sleep well in.
Yeah, serious.
Come on.
So the first question that we're gonna ask is, in what year did 5 Minutes on the Street officially start? Tun, 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 tun.
Epa.
Wena wa ropa wena. Ai wa ropa ai khone.
O ka re wa etso ka confidence ya ge ya
Areko
ntho.
areko.
2021.
2021.
Thobela ke yona?
No, she's right. Give her. the
Thobela ke
clap.
yona? Round of applause. She's an influencer, by the way. Re bona ka banyana ba
yeah,
di-IG with big followership.
Ape mamta re na le di guest mona.
Just serious.
Yeah, the only guest e leng gore no offense to other guests mara na be ke nyaka go bona malebo mamotho ona le question tse leng gore ke mo tshwaretse tsona personally.
Re tlo mo kgwareng.
Ke bone ke a ska ba chaba a ska ba reke kwa letšatši ke hai wa rra e ka o latelela.
Yeah.
Even speaking about Malibu, I think, and I'm not saying Kiena, I'm just saying the next question
Yeah.
might lead to Malibu.
Okay,
okay?
arek.
And like that, ke Malibu or ke Malibu, they were confused. But anyways, who was the first guest that was interviewed on 5 Minutes on the Street officially? That guy.
Tech guy.
Mo fe mic re mmone.
Ronya Mutako.
Malibu.
He bana.
So we're like, yona.
Ah we kgwareng je mo fe ngome ke eo. Mo fe cup ba re se di
Mo fe
kopi.
cup.
Mo fe cup bana. Ba re ditambi di a roba.
O ka se mo fotlo re bolela ka rena. Guys, you know those people.
These guys are following the podcast. Like the people that are answering this, they've been there, man. Yeah.
One
It's
last
too much.
question, Rana Paraitwala, then you're going to tell the story of how the podcast started. ne?
Sure thing.
So the last question we're going to ask is, give us 3 viral moments that happened on the podcast and also make sure you tell us about them. So 3 guests that came that made the podcast to go viral. Some of them, we posted them on TikTok as well.
Monna shule.
Lona 3 guests, le gona reng, re
A
botse-
teka o nyaka ko mekije ka gane. O tlile mang.
Okay, now I don't have a 3 guests. Ne?
Okay,
I only have 1 guest that will make the most of 3 guests. Ne?
okay.
It's the interviewer, Sheveshet, and his friend.
Mokgotselo wa gagwe.
Yeah.
Le motho ae.
Re nyaka 3 a di se o le felela gore ne ya gona gale wa rra. Are go nka mo o ra ro feji wa ra yo go change.
1 mark.
Twi.
Le tsoshile.
A go swana za marwa no shifa a go swana. Mo fe ntothoto.
Welcome to the podcast, everyone.
Yeah.
This is DJ No Sweat, aka Romeo. Lenna ka Mshimana Marishani. I've been watching this guy come this far, and I can say, Lenna, I would have those 3 guests, but I'm just going to mention Ewani, which was Barake Mangwanyano. He has a very, exquisite tattoo on the forehead. Yeah.
Ke mang?
Re nyaka leina le.
Nyaka ina le.
Is it Black Cat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then what is the one thing that Black Cat did on that episode that made the episode to be viral? There's something that Black Cat did.
Hey, I see a stripper.
I can see.
Stripile.
Itla nna tso taba tse o makileng.
So yeah, I think that's what made me to realize, or you know what, this is quite a culture that's gonna groom and bring this guy Ferry to where he is today. And I'm saying continue to be the best, and the sky is the limit, my guy.
No ra go leboga ma. O so ke ma o ile re Black Cat le mang. A be rile motho o ile re 3 ne.
Yeah.
Go re pete go senela. Ba tsa nthabi o bolela segwa ka kudu le wa ra ka nya wa ra ka ntshana.
Tse dingwe ke di ke no thaba go bolela.
E ya ka go tsene sekolo ka ya
Yeah,
ke
ke a
re
bona.
jalo.
Ga mona ke tsene ka baby.
Na be re patala school fees ka di type pack so well. Bear with us.
Boja monnola boletse the first episode.
Yes.
E leng gore it made him or a tsebe ka 5 Minutes on the Street. And then the other one?
Ukare o ile a re a le maredi wa tša manyalo.
Yes.
And then,
And I think we were the first podcast to actually bring
Yeah.
Maredi out.
Yeah.
and then ska la bala bo morwa re ke ra Thabo Mokiri. Moshimana ka mola ka phahla.
Re kana le re mo kgwareng je ke gale.
Yebo.
Tsebana.
Kwa gale.
Ba tla le wena gole batho ba monna.
Ha o morwa re gantho go bola ba motho bona bena ke le betse gore ke le ka mo kgwareng ya monna.
So I mentioned 3.
Three of them.
No, give that man a cup.
Or mo fento toto ka moka ga yona. Kgotla toto ka moka.
Yeah.
Le betelo ka moka once. O tswa gole motho.
Yeah. So should I tell you
Yeah, na ke go tseng personal.
how do we come up with live podcast experience.
Yeah.
Okay. So 2022, I believe, Shebeshit was coming up. It was the hottest thing happening not in Limpopo, but I think in Libahomu, your Polokwane side, you see? So people were like, hey, there's this guy, man. There's this guy on Northwek. And then, Limpopo, so, long story short, there's a friend of mine whom recently passed away, Bargi Sharon Machabel. Shes, may her soul rest in peace. Shes is the one that actually made sure
Yeah.
So we were going to Spalapala. Shes is a friend to Spalapala, ne? So we were going to an event, and then long story short, Ragopanale says, I don't know, Ferry, I'm taking you along. There's someone I want you to meet. But I didn't know. Then I went there, I met the DJ, Tuta Shit. We arranged the interview to Shebeshit. Shebeshit, that's when I realized, this guy is a big guy. He was a big guy. When I realized, Skolo Siles are as a Chaishane, Versata Bilimos Strating, Kawashabat. Mapolisa, Batubogela podcast.
Yo.
One of us call about transport. Language. If you can watch the episode, you'll see where we had to arrange crowd management. Language. Bona, one of us call about transport. But we podcast. But I'm not going to TV. Interview Bona, it was so packed. Camera shooter, so we have to tell these people, so there was a crowd. Okay. I saw it that day, or one day. But people enjoy watching it. They're generally busy interview the artist.
Yeah.
So that's when I realized, or no, and then I brought it to my team, or real life podcast experience. And today we're doing the first annual, and thank you guys for coming, man.
Give it a round of applause. Is there a question? Give me Michelle Tsonga here. Michael guy.
Before Adia Araba, so our make and church Mablomo from when, because the people thought that was the first interview she did. I remember it was one of the most watched interviews in South Africa around that time.
Yeah.
But when we delay before, that means there's something. If you did something and now it's big, but you did it before, that means whenever you won it before anyone else could even say it. You get me? Yeah.
And I mean, tell you what, sorry, another thing, a lot of people, especially Marai, they do things on a small scale.
Yeah.
And because I want acknowledgement and because I want to talk about pushing, people never really think or no, Ntabu de really 1, 2, 3, Malebu de really 1, 2, 3, or that influencer de really 1, 2, 3. And I think it's a matter of gathering ourselves like this. We've got a young man there, Mega T. He's, excuse my language, he's fucking good. But because the space is not allowing him or actually out today, that's why so spaces like this are very important to push the craft.
I mean, like, let me tell you, in Limpopo in general, we have a lot of talented people. Ne? I'm going to give you someone who's supposed to be like in the mainstream. He's doing so well, very talented. Skim Noah, we all know Skim Noah here. Skim Noah in terms of talent, in terms of content, we know there's no, even no offense to anyone. I don't talk about Skim Noah. But because, I don't know why, in the mainstream, like your corporate, I remember I was talking to him, I'm like, man, you deserve to be on TV. I wouldn't be surprising Skim Noah every day on TV, on corporate. But it's like, bridge, you get me?
And I think, there's this guy, who's this guy? I'll think of his name. He's a DJ.
Yeah.
He's a DJ and a producer. This guy, in order for you can be good, ne? Wawa blind, wawa talente, wawa blind. Mara, you need someone to open the door for you. There was someone who opened the door for Kabza the Small.
Yeah.
Which is DJ Mapores.
For sure.
There was someone who came and opened the door for, like there's a lot of artists that you see. There's someone who came to open the door for you. So Skim Noah, I think, gave me a mutual in terms of, there's a lot of artists who are blind. Or dimano podcast.
I mean, that's why we have like things like this. You get me? That's why Rena Lulu Johnson and Jake, because I feel like mona batho ba bantši ba talented.
Big time.
Like very that day, like on the day we dealing interview ya Chevy, your clip was supposed to be played there. You get me? Because inspiration is other. But I feel like a lot of us, we always think or someone is gonna help us, ne? But I feel like sometimes we fail to help ourselves.
Exactly.
I don't know how, where, but sometimes unyaka rena re rwatsa working ka mo ke a tsena ka swele ana nna ke tswa high ana nna ke apere ke a tsena ke toidi because usually some people do this mara ba ka nyoka sponsor. We don't have a major
True.
sponsor, but we did it.
True.
This is another thing you know or step up in.
Yeah. And I wanted to say the same thing. You need to create platforms for yourself. There was a time, I don't know if you guys know SKFM. There's a Sekukune FM radio station that we have, Marina. I remember there was a time when I actually got catfished because I wanted to do interviews there. So basically with this, I'm saying there are things that you're going to go through. But yeah, my point is, sometimes you need to create these platforms for yourself. The issue that we're having at the moment is that we've got people, they want to be handed things on a silver platter.
Yeah.
There are people that are saying, I'm very, and Rabba compliment, we tell them, oh, they're good. Just because you're good, it doesn't mean we must give you everything, tech guy. You must still go out there, subscribe subscribe to your thing. And I'll give you an example, Abutimpo right here. As fucking good as he is, but he still had to push. He still had to go on TikTok. I see Afuadi Rose who go on TikTok. He can't just sit here and say, I'm big now, I can't do, because he wants to go international. Or we want him to go international. So I think for me, that is the first thing. And the second thing, that is also very important, Isaiah 60:22. When the time is right, God will make it happen. But also, put in the work, so that as you are preparing yourself, you know when the blessings come, Zile, you're good to go, everything is set as well. People are lazy.
But Ntabi, what was still on that? Begi agree yo ki nyako bojamu. As the artist, ne, I believe gore game yerling mo yon. I'll call it a game, though the creators don't call it a game. Ne?
I'll get game.
I'll call it a game. Ne? Kina go rekwan like kina gana gore ke taba gore batho ba like the sanctions wangusha gona le gore gone le mapolokwane masikhukhune magauteng maengwangusha. I think also ke ntungwe ile ngore ya re khawata. Yes, we are putting in the work, ne, mara bothata go gore when we are supposed to collaborate, ne, re na le gore ke mapolokwane.
I was actually about to get that tabeng. So you know, why is man tolo nyo ko save ke batho ba bangwe kantai no mara you find out your mom can save you, ne? Let me tell you something. The only people who are gonna save us more Limpopo not by ourselves. Because for example, na ke Limpopo, ne, but want to batho ba bantši ke thakana le bona ba re Pitori dintshang batho ba bangwe ba tsebe gore ke tswa Limpopo and na ke tswe Sekhukhune na ke tswe Jane Fez na ke tswa side tša Bogom. I could have said ne le gore ke tlo dia something ke tlo dia le batho ba Bogom. We don't realize or no, I can buy from Bogom katamo ke ka re ke rena Limpopo ra tshwarana and we have Malibu here, ne, a ka decide gore bafana ba kasi ba nkgafe na ke nana ka no. And a lot of people jealousy itoma, and I'm sorry to say that, but jealousy itoma na kamo high. Then we expect other people by longer kid stranger. The people by longer they don't even understand our language to help us. But you can help your fellow petty person. So what do you expect?
Yeah.
Do people from America support you?
A lot, man. You know, I saw it. Get drop the stickers. So I dropped the car stickers, ne? So I only put it on my car. Karai no, it's a guy. Bana. Mure batho ba bang botsa ba re eferi re nyaka di sticker tse le bile ga botsa mora re nyaka di be mo jinyane ke nyaka re nyaka o tswalele le fester le ka moka o be ke re bana gante ba re mona re nyaka fatlego se sa gago se tswalele fester le ka moka wa. So even the cups mana these cups were selling at 100 rand per cup. Some said it's crazy, but people from Amarishani, do you know what they did? Ba reka ka 77 are bona ke regala nna ke regala bana ba ka ke regala le mogekolo go ga emrarre nna nka se gone o tla eventing wa bona mara ke nyaka gore ga botsebotse eventing re ya gale ke reka cup tse ka 100 rand. So batho ba mo Amarishani ba support, and especially the young ones.
Yeah.
You know young people from around, they are very supportive. I'm sure batho ba bantsi ba tse mo ba jwa ga phatla ga Amarishani just ke batho ba mo local. So I get a lot of support from Sekhukhune and I appreciate it, man.
I mean like lurking background re to ba do phela ba supportang. You know the support that we need, ne? Re se nyaka support ya rena as creators in the field. Like people, that's why they will ask you, Hanti, like for example, if you go, they'll ask you, Simao guy, Yandao guy, because they expect you guys,
libe ka moka.
libe ka moka, le support-ane ka moka. But why high by rata collaboration? And we don't realize. And one thing that I realize is that, if you get 10 viewers, ne, and I get 15, I don't know about 12 level in Lojaka.
Yeah.
I have to have a chelete, I fail.
Yeah.
Shelter fail, it's in bad. But what will supporter come garrel sock? But I just want to say before Riaho, like, this thing is so nice. It's so dope. I like the fact that we do it in Amara, Ridialo, or by Mulungu, but the fact that you did it, I told you in the room, I'm like, don't look back.
Yeah.
From now on, Sancheve, you're looking, your brand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I just want to say, guys,
I know, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it, man. Yeah, young people are ready to support. That's what I saw. I got ba reka data, ba poster, ba le poster ka gae man. Aba ba khware. Aba post.
Ora ba mokgwari.
Ah, ke nna ke go bona bona o te bone.
Evan,
Nagiri, young people are ready to support, ne?
No,
Or young people are not ready to support.
I agree we have different views. That's what Reka Saswani.
Are mo kweng.
Ara motlogelle na la hlela ga la boshiwane zwa.
mara ntabile na le tsenya le tsenya interview ya ka. Nna ke nyaka motho o mongwe.
O motho ka mokisa.
Fisha, Malibu. Ladies and gentlemen, let's bring him to the stage then.
Give him a round of applause.
Are mutlisha. Ro khware.
Ganu wele.
Uno na mela wara.
Isn't ganu wele. Ke go re tsene mo tabeng eo.
Okay.
You said?
I said young people are ready to support.
Yes, true.
And now we just need as artists or khomagana.
True that.
Yes.
Look, when coming to this thing as support, ne?
Yeah.
Na ke tsure it's like wrong. It's like a malapa or it's like a age over. It's like the type of content you create or the kind of music you do. Because you said it now, where young people support, they post you and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Look, now I'm looking at my numbers on my socials.
Okay.
So it's the streaming platforms. They don't lie. My biggest numbers come from Lesotho.
Okay.
And then Botswana, then South Africa. How is that if my youngings around me are doing it?
I want to take that part ke tlo tlogela nthabi. Ore le go ke khware.
No, ere ke kgwareng ya the feletse ka go ba monna ke.
Why chava?
Then you finish it up, Nam.
Okay.
One, Malibu has a point. Point it's because I've been seeing his numbers and I've been trying to check out his numbers, and what he's talking about is true. But also number two, these young people that are supporting, you need to be aware of ba support ka mulomo. There's a thing of me ke me garaba to ke ya bona zile ke morata, but next thing I ke reki a chaya zile, right? I can even be here and say, Malibu ke morata good, but next thing I know ke busy ke pirate, but ke is a pirate or whatever the case may be. Yeah, caution, whatever the case may be. I think the most important thing that we are missing is support has to translate into numbers. Support has to translate into not just as rasa on social media and whatever the case may be. So I think it might be a similar thing that's happening to Malibu. It's in.
Okay.
You know another thing, ne?
Yeah.
Like I said, I do not know how does it come where these youngings, they support this one, they jump this one and stuff like that. I believe with people like you who are being supported to that extent, you should be able to or no, they do what.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
let's do that. You understand?
Yeah.
When Malibu is doing what he does, next time when he is a mega brand and he's doing a one-man show or whatever event at home, he's going to look up to you guys, give you a big stage, support that guy. You understand? So I think we're Lila Baba Ngobailong ba lefa attention enough. Liba tutu ejo ba shale morao ba. Yes.
Now I want to break it down. Excuse me. This support, when we say support to artists, what are we talking about? Are we talking about them streaming your music? Are we talking about them coming to your events? What exactly are we talking about when you speak about
Generally
support?
speaking, coming to events, sharing,
liking,
commenting.
Okay.
I'm generally speaking. I do not only speak about people attending events and stuff, because it's not everyone who can attend events. Depends where is the event, depends how much is the entrance fee and stuff like that. So I'm generally speaking Or ge ba bona Ferry a beile something 5 minutes on the street. Sanjuro bar o go a re na
Yeah.
no like no share mo. You understand
Yeah,
what I'm
yeah.
saying?
So we're sorry, Nyana. So Tatius is at the back. O sorry for now. Yeah, ke gopelle for microphone. Are check gore kana you're on TikTok, you're also on Facebook, ne? Let's quickly check if Tatius is following Malibu on Facebook or TikTok. If he's not, ane tototo go njwalo. Shot the J2 tototo o di tele hlogong. Ah, re khwarinya jwalo.
Re plaka once. Once.
But
fast.
my biggest point ko no ring ne, whoever is following me and liking my work and everything, I should be able gore ke ba tutu or ba follow me 5 minutes on the street and you know, everyone around us. So is you to tell them to say, look, we are all family, let's grow up together and stuff like that. Wow.
I'm gonna like kitsene monyana motabing you ne. So I remember when I started like in content creation ne, I used to wonder why tototo ibereka le Ferry marna le ena re dia content e one ne, why ibereka le Faith marna le ena re dia content e one. But one thing I realized as time went by, ne, you find, and people in Limpopo ask me, or why would Coke or why would Chefs work with you, but your numbers are the same as this guy. But one thing I realized, it's not a thing of like, Ferry must say, guys, follow my label. Association, collaboration, yeah, Tusha, sometimes. Now I didn't know you. I won't lie. Marako Kwele, I watched your show, Lyrics B. From that day onwards, I saw you. I even saw you on a Ferry thing. Ne? But because of what? Collaboration. So we expect or Nagito Dulaga follow all the social media creators from the guy Limpopo. But I think association familiarity or so that's how your brands, your people follow you guys. So that's how if you want youngins ne, to follow you, to watch your music, expose yourself to youngins. You've never chilled with a person my age. You've never went to an event, well, besides him. You've never done a TikTok challenge with someone my age. But you expect people my age to come to your thing.
Yeah.
So you get me? So that's where the gap it is. It is something like that. But you get my point. Ne? So once you expose yourself to such places, that's where it becomes easier for people that you personally want come. Be like, hey, there's this. They might not even know your name, but the fact that you are with Zile, it's interesting for them. Simple.
Yeah, yeah,
I get you.
true that.
All right, so manyaka gape gore tla musha.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Uska tuncha dikolo ka moka ke re resara.
Re tlo lalo wara ba boletse go dlala seatla go le nna ke
Una le letsogo.
There's a hand to the melody.
re ne tsogo ka bua.
By the way, come rena re tlo bolela kere. It's going to be a conversation. Ka moka. Le ka kwa morago ka kwa.
Dumelang.
Khotso.
Sekai.
Eh.
Ya bolelang ke Mega Tia kere, one of the musicians tša go tšogona mo Gaskukune, specifically go Jane Fest, Mashadi. I'm gonna touch on that one. In because support a place where I come from now, Jane Fest or Skukune in general. I feel like especially when it comes to what does support mean.
Okay.
Na kwa gaisho support e go ya ka nna ke motho mongwe le mongwe a ntsebang a kgone go mentiona nna go someone. You get that? A kgone gore mfanelo ba re wa le ka ka e bolela gampe a re mfananyane le ba re ke le rapper. He did something for nna to someone. Because ora gore o fetishitse wa ga mang molaetša wa ka o ke le kang go preach. So support, it doesn't really have to be on social media only. Let's take it to soccer. Honova match, later on score ke bokae. Motho bogela ball every time, Mara is willing to what? Support, which is what Ferry was saying. The young kids are ready and willing to support. And trust me, but what support but in different ways. Ba bangwe aba privileged gore ba ka fihla mo ga go reka data or go let's say a 30 minutes video ka koshaka.
Yeah.
Or ka kosha jaka di latela. Or na kongwe yona let's say ke hoster whatever ke nyako go host and then get entrance. It's not always going to be
everyone e leng gore gore one support a tla go tla ya go no tla nkoshisha. But the fact ya gore support man e tla ka mogho mongwe jwala ka for ke tlo ke host something are let me now share post here.
Yeah.
That's support.
Yeah.
According to me. I don't know if Ray kusha go swana na, but that's my own definitions of
What's that, Zile? I'll give you a bit of background.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Mega T is actually one of the few guys, and I'm saying few intentionally because I think in the entertainment space and media space, Aranapa Riata Kamho, what take guy but we're not a lot. But he's one of the few guys, say, trust me, that guy pushes his work like nobody's business.
Yeah.
That guy posts on Facebook like nobody's business. That guy believes in himself like nobody's business.
Yeah.
He's one of those people that says, even if you don't know me and you don't know my work, but I'll still tell you about my work as well.
Yeah.
So point and the reason why
And I get to guys.
But on a more serious note, his point really touches home. And it touches home because he then speaks about something important. How well do we understand the media and entertainment space in Sukukune alone, right? Let me land. I'm saying this because I think most of us, we come from homes, they will say, "Tsana skolo berek and work in engineering, tsana skolo berek utlo agele, tsana skolo berek." Those things that Bosenepe are doing, they're very foreign. What we are doing here of saying, I want to go to school and I want to make a living out of speaking, they're very foreign. Goes back to how you said to say, how do we understand support? Which brings it back to say, generally in Sukukune, the entertainment space, it needs to evolve. And it evolves by us educating one another to say, these are things that we need to do. Our influencers, they need to be out there. Events that are out there special. People need to be booked and things like that.
Yeah, I was still getting to that one. Yeah. But this question, I'm just going to pose it to our artists. Are you guys like, do you think, let me pose it to you. Do you think before one of our door, so before Kenyagariso, do you think the events or let me just say Limpopo events, do they support our local artists or our upcoming artists?
Like, let me tell you something. Before we go to that question, one thing that I realized that, and given a or social media is a foreign. If I'm being honest, social media it's a bit foreign. Like, and you know, annually how do you get monetized? Any person on YouTube, 5 people won't answer me. They won't know. But if I know they have more followers than the 3 of us combined right now, but they can't monetize on YouTube. So those are the things they are better to start with. And unfortunately, when it comes to social, you need to like learn every day. But I feel like it's lower somehow. But rejelasana within. Like rejelasana within Limpopo or rejelasana within. Actually, in Malebu, I glory. My booking fee is 15,000. My rider ki VSOP liega myself. Also glory. Maram fana high. But when I go to Eastern Cape, they give me those things fast. You get me? I don't understand that. Muna, I went to Botswana. They gave me a ride, even though they took it go airport. Come my secretary, I know sis. But in Limpopo, like, tell me the last time you got paid your full rate without negotiating. Limpopo. No one here can tell me. Like, how do you expect? We don't support each other. It's like,
True.
High man. We shall get Hennes, Jagodons.
No offense to Gordons, we still want to go through.
No offense, but Agrevan, like Ongisha, Chatoto.
So these guys, what you're saying is that these events, they do actually support, but now they're not supporting enough.
No, they're exploiting. The right is exploiting.
No offense to Mapori. Mapori Saita, Balukuwa Kamuka Ramu, my bones are ground, but Takaskab Jute. Hemalewata. Abragata flowshin.
Hey, when I saw that the gay event there, we attended 2 events. I'm just going to say it out. So Sayan Buji was coming on the stage. On 2 events. I don't know what's with this Sayan Buji and stuff. Yes, yes. The event organizers, they respect it. Oh, what's the styling? On these 2 events, I won't mention names. On these 2 events, So Keishelo was coming, ne? Utle Keishelo fitla pele, ne? Uzer na gre go backstage re tlo betha di interview wala ngushe. Keishelo wa tsena mola, uzer warra agre ga bile o sa go betsinyana, o tsama ka di crashes. Ge a tsena Keishelo o santja tla na mele stage. O fitla thank you. Wa guganya. Amen.
Anna.
Ai.
Yo go kameri umpuane ke naola.
Yeah.
Ke naola wa makasi.
Warra, Keishelo ga fitla mola is supposed to go on the stage. But libe ba thoma ba ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for Keishelo? Angusha, but ba re ebana. Puji sugar di pounds ka morago wa tswelela. Ebana, be ke amagala wela go rabse go ri ya galang wele.
Ene ma bontsho ne bomborelor ke batho ba kasi.
Puji wa tswelela mola stage manager le stage manager o lata DJ ya shelo go staging o mo jara wa chief. Ape wele Puji o fitlile. Ebana. Ya go le ganto mboje gore ke tlile pele morarre ene ke na kwa ka gore Puji yena o santja e kae a tloga mo nna ilo jaaka e santse di shishargane. So I get to be is it or re ya ka gore artist ke mang or re tellana ka gore a ke kushitse go re gala mara.
No, I think Tasha's on your kwetsena. So as we're giving Tasha some mic mola, I also want to mention as well. Remember Ovlechika Association as well. Like, o ka re bo celebrity bol bo tsamaya ka maemo le di standard or mang ke mang o tsebana le mang re hlompha mang ra dira
Like let me tell you, before you go anywhere, bro. Like this whole I've been navigating travel.
Yeah.
But you know what TikTok and any actually celebrity. Like I hear people say that. No, I kid you not. And the first time I heard it, really go high.
Yeah.
My hometown. I was in the bus, but kabalata bakakolo bala. Kamo ba tsama le family ba nyaka lift. Kamo ba tsaka ke celebrity le nyaka e. Onkusha, it's like people they feel pain supporting someone. They feel like okaring kiba mo feta. Actually make a sense.
It does.
Like mutho nna le na santse re be leveling e one, but because you're not go di my khone mfano I khone. I could say like someone must explain it to me.
Yeah.
But ofita mona because uzile ai was a
Kayakuthanda. That's what I yanda so.
Aye man.
All right. Ari Tasha's it's in a car.
Ke Tasha's Mosehla mshimana obidi wa ko Limpopo obuhlali, and also the founder of Tasha's and Friends. I think the problem we have, in this conversation, is that we value people we don't know that much. Just because you think like you don't. I think I don't value because we played together. Now that you I feel like I'm actors how. In a way now outside Limpopo, I get respected more because we went to school together. Now I don't have value because you know my parents, you know where I come from, you know where I drive stay. Now I can drive a real car.
Yeah.
It's a problem to you guys, and of which it shouldn't be like that. When it comes to being booked, they think it's easy for us for revelation than it's outside. Marele wena re tsantse buke feri ke ra mara feri go done go no tla ba sha to no ha o tlo ba then so that's a problem that we have. We don't value our own that much, and we always say charity begins at home, but it doesn't begin with us. We need to see it from someone else. Mara now we can the Durban guys, the Gauteng guys, they support each other. Our own Limpopo league of some sort, of which we can all collaborate, be at one space, pay each other in full, than
Yeah.
Because with each and every one of us, of which is a problem.
But I'll tell you what, and I think Tasha is so right with what he's saying, because another thing,
Yeah.
in terms of us collaborating and respecting one another, same thing happened with Sign. There was a DJ on stage. I get the other one,
Yeah.
The same thing happened, but this time around, it was a DJ who was playing his set. So this DJ, they're telling him, Bougie, you need to get off stage. I fast at Daman. I'm not going anywhere. And mind you, there are screens. So meaning the crowd can see everything that is happening. They go out, they call management, but we need to. That guy said, I'm not doing that thing. Literally, he played his set 30 minutes ago. Abai feja. Sai na lucha me meche ka montle. We decided to no 5 minutes are mutli jok mkhotsere now. So mkhotsere nerum interview, we asked them to say, but what happened? Why did you do that? I don't know. Once ukatinyaja, but what kunyaja.
Yeah.
Once you accept mediocrity in your life, that's what you'll get, mediocrity. If you're coming and saying, I'm charging 20K, Ntabi comes and you start negotiating it, 12K. Trust me, that's how the world is going to receive you. So I think it goes back to saying, as young people, as creatives as well, we need to start respecting ourselves.
Yeah.
Zile, even if it means let it be. Because now you're going to do discount for you're not going to make any revenue.
So, you know what you're speaking about takes me to a very dark world. Tech guy, dark world. So, when it comes to brands like your KFC, your McDonald's, your whatever, like your whatever you can mention. Ne?
Yeah.
So sometimes like those people will come to you.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about KFC, I'm not talking about McDonald's, mind you. They will come to you and they will be like, Zile, one video. Ne?
Yeah.
One video, how much on TikTok? You're like, 40K. Ne? But okay. My followers are 200,000. Tech guys' followers are 200,000, maybe 208. You know what tech guy is going to say? Just give me 7. I'll be okay. You get me? Like 40K, ne?
It's the most for me.
And I can say, maybe it's our cultural thing, the rates. Another thing that kills us. Now, 40,000, ne? And I won't back down.
Yeah.
Then tech guy only 7,000. Same numbers, same engagement. And the same thing, because when we discuss the rider job, or no, na rider akaba fitile kanompa juice check for kitaba sharp. As long as liver workers, Kabza the small will never take that thing. That's why I thought Anamela stage was for Akajika. Kimutata lose but when I call high, Kitusha Ferry Brayaka about you serious. Naki would to kill Limpopo, Kafela Machi, Kichabilo Rowan, but Kafela Machi. I told them straight because I value myself. I went through things this year. I questioning. Transparent guy on. Let's cover Asuri.
No, sorry, you're a friend of the podcast.
But the truth of the matter is, you're gonna give me what I asked you for, and I won't ask you for something that I didn't agree with you on. You get me?
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Accommodation. But before we reach to la beler chama lebune, put happily on every table. These guys are gonna pay. Bring your speed point to every table. Fun smoke. Bring cocktails for everyone. These guys are gonna pay. My brother was. Let's go.
Over to you.
And I saw a hand also on that side. When you're done, give it to that lady.
Great stuff.
Thank you. Sure.
Okay, you will up. I want to jump onto the conversation here, undermining your local artists and stuff like that. I really like I do local promoters and stuff like. Look, tabe chwa khole. Kabona tabe ya go undermine the local artist or whatever that it is. My fellow artists, I've been here. I think it's been nearly 10 years now. I've been fighting this. It's not working. This thing comes from higher places. It comes from higher places. There's a lot of people who are doing well in the province in the arts and culture. The department don't see them. They only have a list of people by Longoreba village. If you are being ignored by the Department of Arts and Culture in your province or in your municipality or whatever, how do you expect Ferry as a private event host to like take you serious? Another problem we have, Limpopo,
True.
yeah, barata buying. Baka no rubia ka botse so bo Ferry ga usually mo. And then wa tswela se en buji. Ke a go botsa, le tlo ra se.
Konchale ke abile.
Amko mrorore.
We didn't even see your car, ne? Koloi ya sene e tlo phaka mo. Mo. Oh, hata mabu I 3, 1, 2, 3 adula moki. You know, now sometimes I always say, Mona, you know what? Go bookile the whole event. Now one to like one. You get me? Because there's no way, and I think it's because we enable it. In these times whereby Sancho Hanele Lord was working, I khone. I shall brag. Let me tell you the truth, Neferi. And I want us to pass this topic because everyone knows it. A lot of artists, Limpopo, they suffer from being looked down. A lot of them. Especially the ones who or the ones who they don't have a strong team. Mainly because of promoters. And promoters is not a thing that happens in Limpopo alone. It's a national thing. Ne? But I feel like at home, at least, I lost Safara. But it happens. And I don't know in a solution or what.
No, I wouldn't call this a solution, eh? But I think for my baby Jan, key takeaway or conclusion to this, take yourself serious. No one else is going to take you serious if you don't take yourself serious. I think that is the first thing I want to say. Secondly to that, I feel like Sissy Sign has built a brand. For her to be where she is, also, whether she can play or not, that's a different conversation on its own. But she built a brand because she can step into places now. Even us as creatives, you spoke about association. Build yourself to a point that holds and up like what to tumela. Yes, Malbu?
No, I don't take it.
All right.
I don't take it.
Wait,
There's a place where you can go, or there's a lot of places where you can go around the country, and then you can bring someone as big as a mega brand from Limpopo.
Yeah.
They won't accept that person.
Nah.
Is it because Utra Limpopo?
Yes.
No. Can I be honest?
And when you are saying Sian Buji, CCC, whatever that it is, she built her brand or whatever, she can come here and take me off my seat. But even if I have this man as a mega brand, he cannot go to Sian's home and take her off the seat or take someone off the seat. So you guys are praising these people too much. You need to try to start paying attention and respecting us. You will realize how good we are and how much we are working. Sian, however big Sian is, when she comes, give her a seat or whatever. Don't bring her here to Rutshenya. That is true. That is what I said. This thing comes from the higher place.
It's wrong. No.
What's our flow again? Number one. I got one go to Mamarishani. I have people who call me fair. Maragasado was Simone. So, you having followers. Enjoy that while it still lasts.
The problem here in Limpopo, it's us.
Yeah.
So generally, musicians, promoters, whoever, it's us. You understand? We don't accept each other. They accept each other. Moki, this thing comes from a higher place. So what I can say to my fellow artists, if you realize Chabana Sarao, keep going, serve them, and try to get out of home, cut the umbilical cord, and then just try to fly away. Mogas win.
Same thing, Mrs. did the same thing. Mrs. Lazar Mrs. South Africa, Marala is just
William.
an upcoming.
William last.
Have you ever seen an event in Limpopo with only Limpopo artists?
No.
Never.
Somebody say
Don't
yes.
you see them across the country?
Likombo balcony mix.
Someone saying LBM.
Likombo balcony mix.
You wanna know she? Agar lagomba wala baka gual khala wala discriminate baka sitle. So what I'm saying, there's big events in Limpopo. Didn't do the government. They have a lot of people from outside, but those people from outside, now I used to send my music outside the province to radio stations. They will tell me on an email, or this is not the type of thing that we broadcast here. Because of the language.
Yeah. What's we'll go on a date after this, discuss over Tototo. So we're going to move on to it. I want to give a hand to that side. No, let's talk.
Ushab.
Yeah,
We address it. All right, no problem.
I want to try to get to make a fin.
No, we'll come to it right now, ne? So we're gonna play a quick game because we need to move because of time. Go na le komiki nyane le nyane le kae? Re file mang komiki nyane le nyane?
ba loketse ka moke
Go na le kgolo, go na le nyane, di sandwich.
ba re ke di short
Does someone have? Eh? Eh, go na le mokgwa di double le mokgwa di single as well. Yeah. So Zile, welcome to Sekhukhune one more time.
I didn't even do my intro. I grew up my level.
Ah, o sola ka yona.
I'm fair.
O mokgotsi ya rena gape mo.
Amen.
That's why rena we treat you the same here. Or say no romang uzile or romang we're gonna treat you the same. We don't have a problem.
Never got some treat to But you know this topic is so huge that one day it account. No, serious.
Yeah.
Like I'm being dead as like I know we have to move from it, and I genuinely want to move from it. But one day we'll come back to this topic. It will court or why over mutrita so over mutrita so to a point or Sancho Badia law.
Yeah, even when I can open that Oscar thing and also Karishma thing.
Okay, mama, all these big celebrities, I think. Awale.
Kilometer need. You are crying, Muru. Artist take a stage, take a full show. O crack criminal record. This is a little one. Come on. No, bro, you can't do that. But yeah, man, one day I solve.
No, because I think they're still bringing the cup. I wanted to say to you, Ore, if there's one thing that we are very famous for in Sekhukhune, Naria hosta.
So, my guys,
yeah, Naria hosta and Raparakota.
Hey, man. So, I always thought who's come whatever. My moyawa no kimaka. Pana, I didn't know. I was supposed to come here to the show a day before. I came a day before, but now we live apparently all white. Kilekwa. Heaven, what happened? Ridieta. Kurva sutile, Baba Macheri tag, but if they come on Mahalavia, Mahalavan tag, I can't tell.
I'm going to find all right.
Why do people here prioritize clothes more than like they prioritize clothes like more than I just want to know. We're getting confused.
Agree. Before they go to the event,
yeah.
Ba post that Masaya or all white. Go Wangu semaina kya mararo.
Yeah.
Ba go kama VIP ka mo spend 100,000 ya go sere sele no ba go tlatsa ka no. Wangu. Manna bale ba itia se ta sa LV mo le kipa sa LV go ba se thoma ka mo gare ka ntapene ba eba.
Emana ape ke fitse
o tsoka parking o tsene a wa tsene la rena ka go
so ke tsene ka go Hennessy ka morawa a kere a feta ka taso.
Did you see the cars that there?
Ah di kolo ya skidi bon ke bone ya o fela. Ankisha e batho ba le ba ka re ke diamond rock mon le bana na ba go bona ro a se afford mara a ke tsebo ro ikrile
ka ke tebe July go ya mo Sekhukhune mo le ke tebe July ke mafello
batho le e ba re di dula di wesitse ai Sancho be Sekhukhune versus Val ke go bona ro wina ba fe
go le shela ke bomane
di Sekhukhune versus Val mona batho ba apere di short pants tsa bona for show le di si ona ka kere gwanyo no mo apere CK ne a ntšitše so ke re gwanyo no ka ra comfortable a itoile
plus no ba go bolla mona ke ba botšiše ke re gante taile se ba stopa kae
a ke bana ke bone mashela ka mogare apo ka sa pare le shela ka mogare la se bone ke motho
o ke puji
puji influence
what home na ke se wa ba go bolla mo khwela gape ga nanga.
But I wanted to answer a question here Zil in terms of and this is a personal view, I don't know, it might be for someone else, but I feel like the reason why most of them do it, but for the pelo. And I'll tell you why I get about pelo. Most of those na accessible na ba re go le ka mhlako. Like mhlako has been our bread and butter, and I ke bela ka mhlako mo serious. Now re dilo di pop mo dima go bulela, there comes a time where you say fuck dilo ka moka mo ke tlo thaisha pelo ka mo. If I want to buy the Hennessy, if I want to be a big baller, if I want to do this, ntlogele. And then come people who are like, no, stene, sonchuruage, but the thing is, nka see all white, ka turumeki ya rile, you understand? Sonchuru kristele na ke mojwa ke pressa ke pusha. No, mar nete e play you man oshu.
Okay, when a personal. O bona area sense gore motho a pare seta sa 27,000. Ketena ga ge ne di bigire.
Ke tlo trend but I'm going to say it with my chest out and my cleat out. It makes perfect sense. Now I'm a big, I'm a big, listen, listen. I'm a big believer and a firm believer of do do what makes you happy. I work for a funeral company and I see people dying every day. This thing, no standard is if Malibu comes and says, my priorities are to build a house, have a wife, have kids, then buy the most expensive car, do that. That's for you. It makes you sleep at night. But if someone else comes and says, let's let that person do that.
I just want to answer you. Nna ke feel like are tšhelete tše di a fapana.
All right.
E le gore o le tšhelete, o na le tšhelete, o na le tšhelete, o na le tšhelete e leng gore e ka ba tšhelete wa itea ka ra o e bone. Nkile wa bona tšhelete wa itea ra ya ke e bone ke tlo feel like are ke a thaka. Nkile wa bona motho a na le tšhelete mara o tsena ka motseng a bo o tšhaba le lebelela feeling ka gore e godimo too much ba tlo o bona o lebeletse ne. But let me tell you something. Le nna ke feel like especially for men as guys ne re sokola too much ne. That's why I feel like another day ke bang le tšhelete di tlo bona go bitša banyana ba 20 ba ma yellow bone
Yeah.
ka ba rekela crown
Or Vitlas.
J20 I think Vitlas tšeo ke tša high ka ba nametša skepe ka ba rekela food salad ka moka ba e pop. I feel like mbona sa ntšho ke thabiša o a tshwana ke batho ba kae ba e leng gore e ba seno tlhokofala tšhelete tša bona ba di lwela just last 1 year.
Mara which brings me here, Zile. These things, are you doing this thing for you or we did a woman? Like, but when I start to have money, I need to perfect my home situation first. Before, and I'm not doing that thing for me. Yes, I am healing my heart. Mara, and then priority. And I look at you. You want to heal your inner child.
No.
I will look at you. But you're doing it for the people that sacrificed and have been there with you when you were nothing and had nothing.
I want to tell you something very. I want to young touch. I believe
Yeah.
Before I come, young touch because now when the lojaga the term lo boncha bushuba. My mom was staying in a shack. Ne, uchile ka high at Amaya Dulite. Inche matwara zile bache di napeleni. I took my money. I built my mom a house. Ne, kan hela bomando karitana kamuki dulang kamuki. But it was I remember I only announced it to my fellow. Ne, people must understand or most of the time. Well, me personally, how I do things, I do them for myself. Le batho ba le ka raskepe ke na le banyelo bona 20. Alka sibe. Ke tlo re ke dutse le wena ka this guy Peter so war.
No.
No. Ko idea.
I doubt
you. But you get me. So
True.
for me, we are in a black culture whereby, unfortunately, we never experience a black text, Baba experience, and that's you. And at the end of the day, Mutua control you. Mutua control you. If you wanna do something, you just do it for yourself. Sorry.
Warra, before Zena, I agree you spoke about black culture. We also have cloud culture as well. They're bringing through the habli. Don't forget. So another habli, you can also bring it here, cloud culture, by all means.
Gema now mrara. Bona gape mo lefatsheng go phela le motho ga o phela o noši.
Yeah.
Ene go le motho tshwanetse gore o rwale seriti.
Yeah.
Ya bo dignity ke yona ke re morara.
Ke yona.
O tshwanetse gore o rwale seriti.
Tobeng.
O ka no phela ka mokgwa o nyakang. O ka no ria dilo tše wena o di nyakang tše di dirang gore o robale shapo bošego o be ga botse. Mara a re kwane mo morago o le motho o tshwanetse gore o rwale seriti. So nna ke a gana. Ke a gana man gore o no sepele ka MG o tlo phaka pele ga mokhukhu. Gape ke a gana. A ke wa e rata MG eo mara. A re boleng ka seriti gape. You don't make sense. I mean, come on. O rekile MG o tlo phaka pele ga mokhukhu. A se tsona dilo tseo. O apere jana tšela morara go di bona mabana. Ba thomile kua fase wa Rex a fitla.
Mara motho no samela blumba. Okay,
ga ba to phone ba re tla le tše monno la shuka mo re tlabile o ya clinicing a le fitla ka kua o toropo e rile so and then ga re tene ke ntwela go laetša ka ntle
if you gona
morare like you need to carry dignity.
That's why ba re go ne monna go nna le bashimanyana a ba swane batho bao a go ba ya mo le ba re go bana le bashimanyana re tlhaka
And I got age. And I over monna
I got age.
Yeah, so ke pele ba gore ke dumela gore batho ba le ba bona ba re dilo tseo ba phela maphelo a bona ba ba ratang ka no ka ba ratang ka mo ba nyaka mara ba sena dignity. A se ba nna ibile a se ba sadi.
Do you guys think?
Ke dishimanyana.
Do you guys?
mara if mama ola mic ya pesa ka sa file mola go mo jarto le take guy ka go mara go le ba fe mic
No, ke nyaka batho ba kena because the time ke bolela ka taba gore no tlogelang batho ba dire tse taba tsa tshebisang o ga nne nyane ke bona sikinya tlhogo nyane gore sis that is not how it works, and then we'll come back to you Mega T after that one na great stuff.
And o delight motho o delight ke nyaka wena tag guy go bone mama le wena go wena re bolela ka lena se mo tsepele ka mo lena be a pere skipa se go sa o tura ampe
I wanna go about Dura. Guys, now I wanna talk about something called brand positioning.
yeah
I feel like about we don't know as creators, we don't educate ourselves around brand positioning. Like utipia ka mokgone gore nya gore batho ba go bone ka ona, you understand?
Yeah.
When it comes to gore o nya go bookiwa Jozi, obviously o ka nya go bookiwa Jozi mara content ya go e revolve around Rai, for example, you understand? So I feel like we focus more on the local people and dating your email. You understand? Rai go email. Now that's why I don't even stay at home. Most people don't even know gore ke tswa Pokwane, you understand? Even people from Pokwane, they ask me, "Are you from here?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm from here. I grew up here." You understand what I'm saying? So I'm saying this because Renarology creatives, we have the tendency of thinking, or Batubagai, they owe us support. Batubagai, they always catch up later. They catch up later. You do your own thing, you position your brand to be seen in Jozi and anywhere else except home. You are not doing that because you hate home. You're doing it for the better part of yourself. The moment Batubagua, Jozi Bagobona, Bagotabel, but ba influenced. But oh, motora mutsi utswa you understand? But they won't see you. They won't value you because you are always around them. So the moment, like for example, now I saw I've been knowing my level for quite some time, and I saw him go the Twice show, which was a great move because he's positioning himself. Anyone from Jozi, anyone from Cape Town, a lot of people watch the Twice show. So seeing him there means that he's doing well. But I go and catch up or even so the moment the brand revolve around the guy, that's your downfall because but I so support. And guys support the good to Makiaga to Hujiluena, then Gabon Ratamano Mazam. But I'm sorry to say that, but they have that. It takes time for them but realize we have to support you. Let now my biggest people when urban support. They are not even from Rai. I've got people from anywhere around the world. Kenya, I once landed in Zambia. First 5 seconds I landed at my airport. People recognized me. I'm like, even how is that even possible? You understand? Because I make content for people I know what but they always find a way to catch up to my content, which is why one thing that I like. So that's one thing that I wanna teach our creatives. So like for example, Zile. When I brand out your position the guy. It's positioned there, it's positioned there. You understand? You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's positioned there. So everyone that views Zile Wizi, Mona Aleda, I'm money as Machuaka, Mona as Zile Wizi, for example.
Yeah.
So that's one thing that I'm begging you guys as content creators, and artists, or brand positioning.
Yeah.
Position yourself there, not here. But they'll catch up later. You understand what I'm saying? So that's all that I wanted to say.
Thank you so much, Tech Guy. The brand positioning, I want us to actually move with it because I'm going to speak about brand positioning, which is something that is important. But I want to ask a question, because people want to position themselves in a certain way, in a certain standard, it end up if was a creative and I'll explain to you. We've got a lot of influencers, we've got a lot of creatives that are living fake lives. I'm not very big on IG, and I always tell my siblings, the reason why I'm not big on IG is because I can go palela. For me to position myself into that dimension, I'll go there. So I think that's also another conversation that at some point we need to have. But So it's nothing to shake you. It's nothing to shake you. So all I'm saying, tech guy, is let's also learn to have these kind of conversations where we teach ourselves to say, be true to yourself. Your identity is your identity. Let that not change your automa or move out to your Joburg space, to your Botswana space, to your Lesotho space. The way it's about Malibu needs to remain like that. Evolve, definitely by all means. But you understand? You understand what I'm saying? So those are things we need to really get into.
I mean, let me tell you something. I kid you not. Like, let me tell you something. The reason I became Zilo Go Josie, I remember Batoveki Chila Lobona, Batoveki Dula Lobona, Bebabela English. Everyone was speaking English, everyone was cool. Like you still Kabbalah speed, a lot of us try to change unnecessarily. Like you can always have Instagram by posting the lojagai. You can always have Instagram and have followers by always remaining yourself. If you followed me, you know my English improved Malova for sure 3 days ago. My English was so bad. And guess what? Okay, when I get inside this room, I give the high and I'm gonna speak the way I adapt. You get me? I get the idea. But one thing I'll never do is lose my roots. But I can go redeviate from my sister is a chicken chatoso.
I think let's do this. Key coordinator. Mpoa Zena, Utwalaye. Yeah, your brand position in the school.
Brand position.
Brand position. All right.
Something we know Malibu like this, and then this is what he does. We appreciate him and we want him like that. And then no guys, no, that's so wrong. You're compressing us.
We're not.
You are.
And I don't want us to have a back and people.
I want to twang when I want to. Chris Brown. I just want to be a creative. You guys should get out of that one.
Definitely. You missed an important word that I said. Okay. Evolve. So Malibu, we don't have a problem with him evolving. He must grow. Again, Zila, you must grow.
Yes.
However, your identity and who you are must still remain. So even if Khosasa, I find you doing other things on big stages in UK, I don't care.
True.
But what you gave us, and not only say talent, we feel like mangelo ya. And once you go up
yes.
So even if I meet you in Britain, still give me the authentic Malibu that I know. Even if we rap as a Britain, it doesn't matter. So I think, yes. All right.
Mrore, this conversation and Lilo Judy mentioning Mara, 5 pointers. As an artist in terms of brand positioning. 5 pointers, straight up. 1, 2,
Can I help you?
3. I believe I'm not the only artist here.
Can I help you, especially
I believe I'm not the only artist here.
Yeah.
So, let's kind of in the industry. We are learning every day.
A special podcast, ne? Really, the artist, you don't know the artist. I get to get a getting to the real, get to the hornage. Cover Lohono, upper artist, fella. I'm only very fashion. The people who are selling t-shirts at the back. Yeah, but I'm not working as who suppressing. I'm not suppressing your question.
Yes.
One good as who. Kinoragore. Redo chava after no moraras no famo rachabar jola belka kinya ga re khwata nyana ilo nyana je malwa and na go ke ntelo ngore ya chabela. There's still a few things to talk about today.
The pointers 5 please.
Yeah, zile athome ba sa isha mic go zile number 1.
Well, number 1 for me, besides music, thing is, here's the thing, we are living in the industry music, and I might be wrong because I don't follow you straight. Then this is what I'm assuming. So people forget, or when you're an artist, you are also a person. People don't know whether you're funny, whether you're rude, whether you're joyful. So you don't have to always promote your music. You also have to have an opinion on current affairs, not on a podcast. Your TikTok is your weapon. And a guy I know, social media is a tool. Use it. So you guys only want to use it when you want to promote your songs. Number one. Number two, tshwenyang batho. Like tshwenyang batho. Like one thing about batho ba hae, about tshwenye batho. Ferry must be on my back and be like, Chief, ke a o nyaka ko kasi yaka. Batho ba botsise ba re, na krele you guys young zila arawa ke bra yaka. And just about yena mphone every day ke so, of which he didn't. So one thing that you guys don't do, I'll use social media enough for personality. These days, I really tell it to because Lihleza blind more Mikey. A lot of people can do what Lihleza does, but because we see it on social media, I can't wait to hear Lihleza do this. The reason we want to go see Mama perform is because this person is funny. I can be booked anywhere because I'm Fanoa Acha. I give it a staging but people can get excited. A lot of you guys are still here watching me, but little Achai guy.
Yeah.
Angusha, because you position yourself in a way by you sell yourself. Social media is a tool. Don't that thing already. Hey, social media, hey, get dancing. That's a lie. My guy, you can dance and now people know me for dancing, but I'm a horrible dancer. But I realize like e grower or what one say. So I do it. Every time I see her, this is my secret. Every time I see her, okay, I haven't got a viral video. I just do a dancing video because I'm gonna do horribly and people are gonna comment. That's simple. You get me? Like you have to understand your market and the people that you're working with.
Yeah.
It's very simple.
I think that's number one. Yeah? So number two, I think from my side, invest also in your admin. A lot of artists, you go from one pillar to another poster. I've also seen some of them, even their email addresses, ss.com, but I think for me, it's the smallest things that really count.
Yeah.
Really invest in your image, really invest in your brand. Make people just serious. If you want to go branding, do your gazebos, pay for a website, have a whole person who PA who runs your admin, do that. Give me a quotation, give me an invoice. Pricing, WhatsApp. If I have to go through an email, even influencers as well, be as professional as you can and people are going to take you seriously. That's number two. Tech guy,
But I liked your point.
Yeah.
I liked your point. And also point Yazile is some of the things that I was about to say. Point out blind because I've realized or as content creators, the more we grow, we don't realize or your role is only to create. Most of us can't even draft an email. Respond. Understand? So it's very important to get but they know how to do these things for you. Understand? No man. Don't be uptight, man. People are dancing. Why when you wanna be a rapper that is nonchalant? Like nonchalant doesn't pay. Nonchalant. Yeah, it means that. So I understand. So you need to be around people when they know how to advise you when it comes to creating content. Zile mentioned the point if I don't have content, I just dance, even though I don't know how to dance. Understand what I'm saying? Those are things that keep people engaged. But engaged about you keep relevance longer because people see you over the phone, not in real life. And another thing that I want to mention is invest in pictures, Joes, man.
Yeah.
Melrose Nyana, you understand what I'm saying? Santiniana, people must see you or Ruena. Understand? So people, the moment they want a picture, tamano happy. Understand? It's not home. So such things, they contribute too much to your brand. Understand?
I think not only the picture, and I hear your point, Melrose. Senepe, how many artists come to you like professional? But we're going to book a special for the selfie featuring by the Samsung 8. We're gonna have a serious problem. Artists, take yourself seriously. I'm booking you, you don't even have a single professional headshot that I can use on posters. But now we must promote with those things.
Oh, tomorrow PR or PR picture, no man. Sanchai go check GPT, what is a PR picture? I'm actually looking. But let me tell you something, and I feel like a lot of us, especially more I'm not talking about cooking or James alone. A lot of us, guys, brand association is the best. Like brand association is the best. And let me tell you what I mean by that. I mean, when a tech guy, influence that's a lie. You get me? It's a lie. This podcast. I was at an event, ne? He was also coming. He said, "Man, I'm doing something like this." But if he decided or he's not going there, we were not gonna meet.
Where did you ena le khale?
I get over make it tailor young, nakadumel, langusha. But shimokimo. But all I'm trying to say, associate yourself with the people that like competition is. I always tell people, especially the ones I do with the podcast, I'm like, you guys are lying. So the competition outside you guys is doing this and is doing very well, but you don't want to compare. You are lying to yourself.
Yeah, big
You are
time.
lying to yourself.
Big
You must
time.
check out, what are they doing that I'm not doing? Okay, by eventing, a ticket. But what else you about booking? Book. But because it makes sense to other brands, they will book you the next time. But
Definitely. Special, I know you want us to move to the other questions, but don't let's all me that side.
Can I have the last one?
Ramofa, this one is the last one.
Go for tech guy.
Go the artist fela mo ke a bona. Ga ntse wa ka la opela ka mo ka bana. Le maneka.
Eh, o mo rapper. All right.
I see.
Ki ile the host from Hype Magazine. Ne? So I'll add on what you said earlier on. Most artists, especially Bamurai, they don't take their branding seriously. And they wait for us in those agencies to come to them. And sometimes, bro, just shoot your shot, bro. Just approach whatever Coke or whatever Sprite. Or don't go for them straight. Go to their agencies. Go to Duma Collective. Go to all those agencies which were... Why was that?
I'm surprised you know it. That's all. That's
So you just need to approach those brands. They don't know you. So chances are there are so many influencers, most Africa, bro. Sometimes just humble yourself, approach those brands. Be like, yo, this is what I'm doing. These are the numbers I have. This is what I can give you. This is the market I can introduce you to. And take it from there. Chances are they'll fuck with you.
Yeah, thanks, Bon. Before Litori, I wanna see my people are sober here. Not to tweet their nagging noshi. Evan Smoke, I asked you to bring us cocktails for everyone. They're gonna pay. I told you just bring a speed point. They'll pay. Don't worry.
No, can I before especially when I
wanna ask them. Oh, wait. There's a question here that I have, ne?
Yeah.
For my people. Can you create and I don't get hell away.
Okay.
So if you choose someone and I hotel or ads be question. I will answer. Remove a short.
But you luchel.
Reakwana.
Class chela.
Podcast. So I have a question. I ask you this. Fansmoke prepare the cocktails for us. So the question is, which episodes holds the highest views now on our YouTube channel? Which episode? I got to Google. Which episode is it holding the highest views?
What's even I'm trying about Salikinor?
My sister. Oh yeah, Move Mike. Which episode is holding the highest views now? And then
before she answers, let me tell you the truth. Ne? The artist, the brand manager, the stage people, the influencer. But the real people who have power are the people who consume the content. And sometimes they forget that. The real people buy yeah. That they must know that.
Yeah.
Hallelujah.
Give power to the people.
Yes.
Answer key short.
You're taking the shot. Yeah. Come on. By the way, they're having two flavors. Which one do you want?
Which one do you want?
But let's start with the original one. I think there's a. Can you please come here and we serve a shot? She doesn't know.
No, it's fine. I think we have one of the ushers around.
Ushers, where are the ushers?
They can always just one usher, then Amisha another thing.
I'm a shot more. Yeah, fast. Okay, which episode holds the highest views on our YouTube channel?
Serious. Serious. Should work on what? Say, maybe let us push it.
What a piece.
Should come around. What a piece.
What
dot?
What dot?
Yeah. Which episode also has the highest views?
I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, the kulichana.
Ay.
Ule ntobe kulichana.
Ofeng toto bakabayo.
Mundu kisibata. So you had Kulichana on your thingy?
Ah, my man. Ah, my man.
How's that?
Because I receive.
Not I receive, talk like I've heard him.
Khale.
Even now.
No, I think he's probably confused. Are you saying him? Or?
No. And yes, we had an interview with Kulichana, but it's not the highest. It's not holding the highest numbers. There's
Yes,
someone.
yes,
Yes, we do have
yes.
Kulichana on the show, but it's not holding the highest.
Tell me, how do you get your guests on the show? Hey? Don't you guys sometimes wonder, how did he get this person? Like, I always wonder, especially, like how do you do it? Like,
Namrare bona.
no roba.
Namrare. But what one zibang? You know what my gonna go to one zibang out there. But what over the gun? Namrare Galwela. What's the one about
Yeah.
Malabanya begin to July. I never told anyone the secret. Genoloboja, Marleskola, Hotel and Giagam Homunga.
Toto man, Skawara.
Bona, Kitulimu, Caspilla Devon July. You saw me, Baba and the village, and the was Buddha, who began when I was chilling with this. You call them the top dogs, yeah. But when I'm at Baba, never plan Lebanagani Valley.
Yeah.
Wait, apparently,
Zilly morning, Kamuru Merisha, Unamaro Tazilana, and those who are Hanyam.
I get a friend.
Like it. Everyone, give me what a grille. Give me a shower, get a one rack because get all good Mazulu fair, and got one rotungo. Emazil was just like, show out. Evan, as I go to Namela 911. Okay, so this is how I got big artists. Now,
yeah.
What's one bit or gay event thing? Kids about event day, what like one line up, a pack of equipment. Number one about security, sir, and I was my Pontaral was a podcast. And automobile like a podcast, even now, we're going to get Lemugare show in Jagri, you all one. I thought to Indira. Cafe, Samuger, no, exe. I'm for the MC. I was at and I get to shall go but one chivan. Yeah, correct. Say, for the MC. I follow you a period of the day. Correct. Say, Braga. I'm here on behalf of Malibu, who's the homecoming. You don't know Malibu in a way. I'm here on behalf of Malibu's homecoming. I'm covering their media platforms. I am covering their red carpet. Damano serious. But then check access. Number one, I don't even know the organizer. I get to be sale. You know, yeah, I'm a guy. I guess I be sale. You look at the penny. I guess Korovala guy, Uriagante, Benny guy. You know, to Ramuka Vigar that you wanna pay. I get there. I feel like the security about or no. I fit. I get demo on behalf of Telcom. When bouquet you go my key. But my banyage listing. Parker Reban. Banyaga. But you're on. Let me call the organizer. I take out the phone. I pretend to be on a call. Can I talk up? I'm at the gate. But and that man, I know he's busy, obviously. He's just going to say organize text for that guy. Because he had what? Interview. So that's how I get in most events. Interview all the celebrities that you see me with. You know, yeah.
But also again, I feel like he's being modest. No, honestly, yeah, big time. I also feel like Sevesh, and give me just Sevesh for a reason. I can give you job and nakadifan. If you find me calling a man, it means I respect that man. I feel like Sevesh is being modest about it. Nah? I've worked with Sevesh, I think, even way before the podcast actually started. And I think he has always seen this potential in me. Tell you what, recently there's something that we're doing in the podcast. It's called Friends of 5 Minutes on the Street. So we have 5 minutes on the street as a podcast where we sit creating, and then there's an interview, we interview. Then we've got Friends of 5 Minutes on the Streets where you see that banner traveling all of these events and we are covering all of the people. So most of the people, you actually get them there. If I can tell you, the different or the magnitude of celebrities that Sebesho brings to me, they always scare me. And how he gets them, I think it's that thing and like he says, that he will get into a space and somehow he'll make it work. One of our team members, Mavani, tried to get, I'm going to say it anyways, DJ Tira. DJ Tira, no. I come check one of our members, right? And which is understandable because of whatever politics they're facing. Monna o rile ga a boa tšo reka nama ma tšo reka nama gona literally a phatša ka mogare and went to DJ Tira. Do you know what DJ Tira said? Give me 10 minutes, I'm coming. Hence I'm saying to you, go na le tše dingwe, I personally feel gore o belegwe wa begwa. That is all.
Oh, okay. You know, Lord, guys, unfortunately, in the space that we are in, also for
Yeah.
like the truth of the matter, also for I like cheese boy, cheese maker survive, okay. Like there are the days whereby you see how you said I saw you go Durban, and I said shosho warra. You could have just caught feelings and said mfano wa ipona yacha.
Yeah.
We were never gonna have something like this. We were never gonna until like you speak with someone, you realize that that day, and you get to understand. And unfortunately, when our industry it's built in a way whereby you need to force. Like Sancho is as lies born when stepson saka family you. That's how it is.
Either you are in fashion or you are selling. No, but a lot of people buy the local our local entrepreneurs. We are shooting a podcast. But I'm not about 50. No, it's not about that. It's not about that. Not for the fact that you something. But that brings me Kinakutisha Katlagomaila on the stage. There's something I want us to talk about. Katlagomaila, where is she? She's coming. So Katlagomaila, can you please come to the stage? So Wara Osanjo Uno Rapelage. A lot of young people unemployment kama na ginyarena because I get about baso banchi abaga peleje wamrore banu papa dira mutuwa dira maradir na wara na kwinya ka kisanya ka mmere go ngopolo mwa we get pile Monday or every day I get to ga fro ga apply la 3 posts so get to ba 3 I'm going to look for them go dinya ka re lena ke le ra go mmere go karena ke to kire ya khone or 3 times 7 ba ba go re metsa ka bijana ke bokae 3 times 7 ke bokae
74
21 agar 21 we multiply it by a month ke apply je post je kae aring alabon
marleno re ka re no thotho wa di
okay taba kholo ye ke go go re ke apply je kae tšintši ke ntwe le gore ke a bona wena o nagana gore ba soba rena or do you think gore mo South Africa a rena le mmereko goba rena be re hlakahlakanya ke gore re a jwafa
Dumelang. Ke nna Katlego Mopedi on social media and okay. Ke nna Katlego Mopedi on social media and government name ke Katlego Maila Mapheto. And to answer your question, thank you for having me. I think the reason why there's high unemployment rate is because we are is systematically programmed for people to bring opportunities to us, right? You go to school for almost 12 years, then you go to varsity if you do get that. But arena that opportunity we are always waiting for someone to come to us with the skills it doesn't mean after that paper you must go straight to school or whatever. Use those skills to create opportunities for yourself, discover skills and bridge the gaps. There's always a gap somewhere. With the skills that you have, you can always bring innovative ideas. You can build a business on it. For example, I think you also went to school, you are academically qualified, but you realize that there's a talent in you. So I normally tell people that hard work never beats talent. So if you take your talent serious, what are my strengths and weaknesses, you pave a way for yourself, then you can monetize on it. I'm a health practitioner by profession, but I decided that I'm much more comfortable behind the camera. So if I'm not at work, what is it that I can do on the side? Because it's quite hard nowadays to find miracle. No matter how educated you are, the space is small and opportunities are small. So it's up to you to sit down and decide, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna create an opportunity for myself. What is it that I'm good at? What is it that I can bring to the table in a room full of opportunities, when people mention my name, what's that uniqueness that I'm gonna bring? Yeah.
And I think it also goes back to the point that they made earlier on. I think now Vlela about something about gore, a lot of us, we don't even know how to monetize on social media and things like that. So tabaya skolo, and tell you what, so maybe we need to make this very clear. Tabaya skolo builds a foundation for you to be able to nurture this talent. Right? So a lot of people might think, well, that piece of paper might be useless, even if you don't use it in your health practitioning space. But trust you me, you can even start your own podcast where you speak about health things only, which is something you know.
Okay, so now I'm in the mechanical engineering field. Ne? So when I do these things, but while I'm before Satoma airport, I Nagor Satabamo, but look what I'm to set up alone. Play about Managarana. I'm not very common sense. Kaomanagata. Kino man, because I got a Miragomagana. Panrutile independence, like Agabana Botata, especially when it's mechanical wise or gay or Botata will recover solve a Lukisha. Because of school, Kilushagapela, like a number or I want to say the Matagasi or set up a stage or my go over again. It took Luna go Lukisha Cabijan Cabijan.
Never said.
Kabaluki Shalawada.
All right, I want to quickly move. I know you wanted to touch on that, but there's a question that I also want to ask our beautiful Kakaro here. Speaking about youth unemployment, we're seeing a lot of Basadi Baraborena, and I'm going to say it as brutal as it is. There was even a period where we had purple hearts, and I think even now I still have a purple profile picture. Yeah. However, our brothers are still maintaining some of these people by nothing but snatchality. They expect to come back, but sorry, change as well. My question to you is, with the youth unemployment that you have, would you say it's part and parcel of why we're having GBV going up, or you think GBV on its own has its own reasons why it's actually happening? And I want you to say it from a perspective of Musadi, so that we're not biased about this thing. They're here. If there's something wrong that they're doing, we need to call them out. Same thing with us. If there's something wrong that we're doing, we need to call it out.
I can't say Daba GBV, it's mostly because of unemployment. There's quite a lot of factors that are involved in it, because you have women that are employed and they're independent, but they're still in abusive relationships, right? And also you have people that they are not financially independent, but because of they cannot make a living for themselves, they are forced to stay in those relationships. So hence I'm saying it's a very broad aspect that we cannot mainly focus it on money. It's very vague. Yeah.
I just want to touch on that. I feel like not any situation can always should resort to violence, number one. Number two, to sexual intercourse being forced. And also we can always speak. If we can genuinely speak, we can do that. You get me? I feel like I want to Marlena Udile so Marlena Vaperoso. I feel like those are the unnecessary reasons that people put into place. You get me? I don't think everything as something should resort to violence or killing or sexual intercourse being forced upon someone. Me personally.
Definitely. There's a man who's sitting between Malibu le mundo mongape o musheu. So gona le mundo musheu gona le Malibu again. Actor wa pedi peketsano radio apara.
Wa per shoti red.
Wa per shoti red. And then di peketsano jono di apere. Le tsona ya peketsano. O sa sa se jaker. Ke nyaka monela mo fe microphone go njwalo a re botse rena mmono ga ke. Katlego, thank you so much. Give a round of applause. Le mo follow by the way.
No, wait, I wanted to ask her, maybe guys, you don't have to. If I'm wrong,
yeah.
I saw the look Kulu working now.
Kulu Wasitra.
Kulu Shitra.
Kula Mabena.
Can you go in all along the ground? Kulu Bomta. You go to Kulu guy. Do you get this question a lot?
A lot of times.
I
think almost 40% of the comments on my social media platforms, they say, Aswena ngwana Kulu, or are you not Kulu's wife?
It's very cool. You should talk about it.
So the reason why I feel like, remember we are youth here. Again,
Yeah.
taba tše dingwe di nyaka bo kgošigadi no mosadi mongwe wa rena part of our team re bitša kgošigadi ke mosadi wa rena o taba tše dingwe di nyaka basadi le banna gore ba re hlatlho go tšona re kgone go di kwešiša. I was told that taba GBV ga se ya malobanyana mo. It has always been there for years, right? And that is why I feel gore no monno ga itsene yena a išile taba gore no yena ga e lebeletše taba ye e le gore ke tlhoba boroko mo nageng.
Yeah.
Ga botse ntlha le thito gona e tswa kae? What is the problem of this thing? What is the root cause rather of this whole thing? Kgošigadi ke go latlhele le wena o tlo wetše after this.
Tobela. Wa bolela go ke Maisela le Tšhele le Pili. I'm a big friend of Malibu. Tšhomi ya ke kgolo-kgolo. Most of the time ke phela ke na le ena. Ke tlo tsena go dimega taba ya yona ya GBV. Taba ye e na le ka fase ka which is ka modumo. E na le ka godimo gore e kgonege wa ka mmono wa ka. Ka mo modumo wa yona ke kgodišo, especially ya rena bana ba bashimane ka re thomo godishwa rena ba bang re godisitswe re botsa gore monna ke nkulela teng ntho le mina dilo tse dintši tselo di ka go khosa re go pele o abuse batho ba swele batho ba bomme and then ka kwa godimo ka kwa modumo ke tlo ya ka re ga dikwebo tsela di tswelang kwa governmenteng ka mogoleng ka gona ke motho lo ke bere ke contract be ke tsamaya di countries mostly le ka ba surprise leng ka le botsa gore Botswana le tse dingwe tša dinaga tša magaborena di fast kudu ka GBV. Why? Because once we thoma we dira ntho se go sa gona sometimes even ke thapo ba ya thapo so mo ga borena mo South Africa mo wa sokolola ka montle motho la ka kua go lego o ja ga botse go feta wena o ja jemo o make sure o hlapa ka metsi a fishang wena o le ka that's why batho ba dirile dilo motho ke tla go ela tronko o a tsora a ile sokola ko tronko so ka mo modung ka godimo ka hlogong ya government e thome lebelle the way ba go ba batho ka bona ba try gore at least motho ga dile meda motho ga bolaile motho ga go ba tše a bethile ngwana go ba tlhokofaditše motho wa mosadi se be sa gona even if it's possible no ga ka nna ga eno ba thapo e senya ke rea
o bona ka mgo mara wa rana before ke tsene ya thapo o tse tabe ba zamile o busha ke mo South Africa se galanyana ba la bolela kana maloba ya thapo de ba bolela kana ba nya go busha the problem with that ko gore basadi ba le bona na go ngwe bana le seabe mo godimo ga taba ya GBV langusha ke tlo le ka go ihlalosa ga nyane before basadi le isha maikutlo le na godimo be re sa bolela maloba mfetu ke bolela motho mongwe ka taba ya go dira ka Mamelodi mo ba bolela ka banyana ba thunya bale there were it was two ladies ne
Yes.
so yeah I'm just going to say this le nna ke re allegedly allegedly wa re basadi ba nwele tamano 10,000 wangusha so basadi ba ya monateng ba swere 100 rand ya go reka 60 fela wangwa ge ba no swere 100 go reka 60 fela mara ga ba fitla go ba thunya di champagne ja go tura le monnola ene banna ba mfetu obviously gore ke le botse go ne le contract ngwe se ba re ke contract la like the contractor ra kwana ka yona mara obviously mfethu all mo na birkwane ke ta flag ke contractor wa leng ga wena wa la wa ka na pele re bitsa bo baby re change jana ka mo shori
And which is wrong.
ba re le wena wa bona
ga e gona e bile contract eo
Which is very wrong.
ora wele bona gape ke ana ke bolele ka ntelo ngore a bona wena ke re contractor a phele gape yeki ke leng gona ya phela ene ya diagala mo a ke nna ke no wa la wa re ke a wena ke a tseba le wena wa ya wa leng wala nnete ya khonta go ya go gore wa tsebe gore basadi ga ba ile wa leng ba le mo tafoleng ya rena re ba bitsa re tlammo
Sebesho,
na pele re ba bile ijere
Sebesho, I go protect.
a le ntshepe
Let me protect you. Basadi ba go se batlo kwata. So I want to protect you again. I want to protect you. Kgošigadi itsana ka bogare protect him. Protect.
re bolela ka tabe
Sebesho hlaloša gore no le kgale la rena basadi re rata dilo re a phapa.
nna ke
Batjha ba bolela straight.
gane ke
nako nngwe la epile ja ngwana ka
it's wrong ke thobile ka reng ka re nothing should resort to violence not should to resort to motho a bolawe not should resort to o force for sexual intercourse I understand gore yes o ropile
Yeah.
yes a se ka mogore kwaneng ka ona yes a se o nwele o tsere tšhelete ya ka ebile o utswitše lefo but nothing should resort to
wa
that
tsere wa batho re le batho a re reacte go swana to different situations.
But you're wrong.
Yes, yes. Uncle Jane, what's wrong to you can be right to me. What's right to me can be wrong to you.
Wrong ke wrong
Yeah.
in the next 3 minutes. Check. In the next 3 minutes, we're calling you in. DJ, I hope you're ready with one of the songs, Malibu. Just a quick 1 minute hook. He's going to be coming on stage. We want to do an interview with him. Kgoshigadi, Papa.
Dumelang bagaisho ka leina ke nna Kgoshigadi. La passing ke nna Florence, fane ke nna Diromo. Can I just say ge ile taba ya go bolela, there's the side, the truth, your side, my side, mara the truth stands. Go ra gore go na le side ba reng ke wrong, ke right, and there's no gray area in between. No one should be entitled to anyone's body. Ge o ya monateng with the preconditioned mind ya gore wena o reka jwala and you're going to be paid ka mmele wa motho o mongwe, you must be held accountable for dilo tse o tlo go diria. No one gives you the right or ntagišo o fetse o tlo nagana gore you're entitled to my body. In the sense o gapeletša ke gore ntse tšhelete ya go ka potleng o e rekele motho with the notion ya gore ke fetša ko mo tšea. Gore there is a problem ka mindset wa batho ba rena ba banna in the country. And I blame Rena, I blame the society, and I blame the upbringing tse di favorang a boy child. If I'm going to condone taba gore o tlo ntagišo fetša o tlo ntšee, then I am the problem as well, because why would I then go ke ko nyaka go fila vibes and everything ka taba gore ba ro ntagišitše, therefore gore payment ya ka o swantse gore e tle via thobalano. Do you get what I mean? So, like, can I also just say, I'm not here to protect Sivesho, because the problem is we protect the ideas, Jedi Soki, and then they stand over the it's right. So our issue is not to protect. Our issue, this is the problem we have in the country. GBV. No man, no woman, no individual is entitled to another person's body. Whether anger, you are entitled to your feelings, you are not entitled to my body. Go feel robbed. Our dress, you're cheating or you feel robbed. Award yourself if you have to. Better like Moya. We now have counselors, we have social workers, we have, but when they can help us deal, let's introduce systems where they help us calm down, introduce systems where they rewire our minds, introduce the systems where maybe I was wrong to believe or side you entitled to na. We are not wrong to say weakness and they need to address such matters with professionals. Maybe if we introduce that to our systems, then we solutions to the society.
Definitely, power to them. Speaking of that, we've got artists, we've got creatives, we've got people in the space, the media space and entertainment space that are using their talent, that are also using their voice to advocate for such issues. A man who has taken it up himself to say, I'll be a rapper, I'll be a singer, and I'll go out there. Is going to be joining us on stage. I know, Zila, you've been waiting for this man for the longest of time. So we're just going to quickly bring him on stage. His name is Limpopo Mukire, popularly known as Malibu Kasebele. So DJ, as he comes through. I'm a
Yeah.
And I'm maybe run a standing ovation. Get a Hey, also Mike, make some moan, make some moan.
Free performance. Mara fan smoke emanyan ke usay tla usay mella fan smoke sal go khpala cocktail ke batho ba re wa ke chale ya pe gantona na fele juna makara pa la go fella speech na re sa sheje mo gae
una mtho mo ka ra vena fan smoke unjor di cocktail
agre cocktail ya tle azama etla speed point re tlo patela
o do ha
re
sport damano
ganto wa gana re shapo mona
re shete go pa free performance o patela ka ansevesho
a wa gre nna ke swere apa batho ba ke ba invite le mo ba rekile ticket ta go turwa batho ba ba shapo ma o thoma ka la happily sense ke ba botsa kere tangle happily le tangle speed point gante ke ngala re tshugana la go ifala tutumela Malibu, welcome to the stage.
Ke a leboha morwana
o shapo
re saleka
warra gore nna gore before re tlo bolela taba di a kenya ke gore re na peretsanela wena ka mo ka mogare ga taba ya music too much But I want us to focus more kataba ya barking our local brand owners. One. Let's focus more on them. Do you think really the local brand owners, our partnerships, are we doing them well?
Kene seloka mo mafatleng ke nya go sentšha pelo e
Ape,
fao.
sa go ke se sentši, ke nyaka o ntle ka moki, and then o tla tla.
Awa morara. Kene seloka mo mafatleng ke nya go sentšha. A re bolele nnete ya ke re facing nnete.
Okay.
A re hlokomeleng bana ba borena le rena re le batho ga re itlhokomeleng.
Yeah.
O ka se tle mo wa reka jwala ntene wa re wena o tlo o tšea mmele wa ka ka kgang.
I khone.
A kgone.
Alright.
A kere yeah. Number 1 a re lokišeng ye pele. La tseba gore batho ba ba riang dilo tše tša go hlokofatša basadi a ka re a ba ga botsenyana ka mohlogong. Nna nka se rie nto mogotola o ka iria morwana o ka iria wara la kwa gore batho ba ba tšee gabotse. So re a tseba gore batho ba ba tšee gabotse ga ba gabotse man. So a re ba tlogeleng ba le ke ba mmušo le maphodisa and stuff re swanetše ke go valela le vaki ba hlokofatšwago. You understand, guys? We need to talk to these people. Re ka se no dumelana ka taba e leng gore o bonwelang wena o bonwelang jwale. A mo dula kua o ba morela o tloga mo. Ka gore motho ga thoma dilo tša mohutola you already know gore motho a tšee gabotse. And you hear these stories every day. Gore motho o reketše o mongwe jwala and then a fetša o nyaka dilo tše mohuto. Wene ba tla ba go rekela wa bonwa.
A botse gore wena o ra gore a botse that's why ke ntole mosadi le o betšele go lena jone le mo lokišetša mike wa ra ke ntobe ke sa e bolela ke re nna le nna ke nagana gore a ke ga ke re nako tabe ya GBV nako ngwe ba e tliša ka molape ba e kry-ele mo la strateng e tekebetse trakane la ete phetele ya GBV wa mmo la tseba ke nto e le gore a se gore nto e le gore basadi ba ba tsebe gore champagne tšele ba dinwang kua o ka tle go a riaga a ke re di santse di riege ke no la gore a se gore a le tsebe gore go ka tle go a riaga lang.
This is what happens. This is what happens in my house, brother. This is what happens in my house. Now I'm saying I give an amaga ilova pala leva to focus about kushishi. So, have I look over Twenya, drinking we take a little apart from one way a guy. Got only little one again Twenya about. So it goes back to my sisters. It goes back to my sisters. What's about Batore, you jam who are what you was it? Bao fita over a one. You are not going to have.
What do you mean?
Oh, no, charlatans.
But one definitely 60,000 when now Udujimo on a form mahala.
And Ukule story Malova or Mamelori Tunchi of Moto. Wavato.
Tavure Ravati. Tavure Urvana, Tavure Vasadiva. Ravati, Ongo.
Guys, Vayelur, Lanona, which I want, which I want, Markel, which I get about Tomeria Hodiluji.
Yeah.
Balabana, Abaga would take a muscle.
All right.
Person Lagurba Dilemolao. So Rena Artile Lady Haji, Jarna Levana over Nava, Sitan, Revolile Levonaka, Ninchule Bogale.
Yeah.
Kalinchule Bogale.
Revarut. Tato mukiri kiko waga tumuwe. Aswa sinye bil. Kiko wamo kwenye kikupula msadulari peketan. Air khasha na kule karijile kema khotlaker. We still need to mingle and have some fun. Then we'll come back to Abutumbo.
My name is Unogwanda. I will beg to differ. Okay, I'm a health professional. So there's a thin line between sanity and insanity. Bonke labantu ababulalayo were sober-minded. They were triggered. Bese bayabulala. Hence, most of them show regret or remorse the moment umuntu esefile, and you can't change that. So, me also on the fact, GPV, with the profession, males are more affected than females. Tina, we've been made to be spoiled brats. Sorry, my females. We've been made to be spoiled brats that male must provide. In any situation, a man must provide. And in the same breath...
Not in the club.
In the same breath, now your ego
No, she's
says...
addressing it. Let's give it a chance.
Now in the sense, your ego is like, kareka vev. Knowing exactly that you'll be triggered if umuntu akasafuna ukuhamba now. So we are both at fault here. Pointing each other with hands will not help us. Stop regala banyana. Banyana stop by being bought by Toto. Sorry, Toto. But really, it's just a matter of two institutions. And now, the very same females, I have friends who are late due to females stabbing them because of Bial. And it's just a matter of insanity. 2 minutes of insanity, you'll take that bottle and break it on his head and he's dead. Thank you.
You know one thing that people don't know, ne? And I realize, especially because of the movement that we had recently, ne? People don't know that and GBV is not for females alone. It's gender-based violence.
Correct.
You get me? A lot of people, we always tend to put it like men are doing this. And when we address it, and when the topic is on the table, we forget, or there are some men who are suffering from that. You get me? And another thing that is failing us is the system. And you are no offense, I don't want to make a joke. And you go to the police station and you say, yo, you get me? Those are the things that we have to also fix while we're fixing the main issue, GBV.
True.
You get
True.
me? And I feel like when we solve the problem, I resolve only one side.
Yeah.
We forget the other side. That's why it's always gonna overlap.
Yeah. And I think it's also important to take into consideration that it's not only men, it's not only females and males, but we also include other genders as well. Gays are also affected, lesbians are also affected, and it's very key. And one of the good days, but unfortunately, we didn't call you here only for music. We know you're doing well. Even is it an EP or an album that you dropped recently? It's actually doing very well. It's an album, ne? It's actually doing very well. But however, we also want to late congratulate you. Recently, you just got married. Unfortunately, friends of 5 minutes on the streets, we couldn't be there. Then we want you to answer this question as Rotwalel. Microphone is going to roam around, ne? Tabayas tembu. So no offense, respectfully so. Around, you're just gonna tell us your view on polygamy. And
na ke nyaka go e tsena tabe ya polygamy ka gore ke dumelela kana go le yona bona.
Okay.
I feel like now global bias. Na monna ke thaba bana.
Uria.
Wanaba.
Banna tabe banna go botse banna re a short obvious. A ka lebella banna ba ka tronko ba go wanya ope ene be ke sa bolela ka le mthako mongwe wa tsa greng warra before mali ba tlotsa ke re the problem with our ladies, they want the same type of men. Wangusha. Like na personal ke gono kra ba sadi ba ba mfiriang. Ba mfiria ke re mara ga benga se le gone ka moka. A go gona gale. Tla ke le botjeng le ba sadi a go gona gale gore ka moka you want the man who's on the go mo no le gore o siale a ne le dilo tsa gage man. Yeah. O siane dilo tsa gage wa tshepisa gore motho o siane makhushana. No,
because of time, I'm so sorry. I know it's a heated conversation, so we're still gonna have time to mingle and network even after this. Then when you will say your part, and then briefly in the audience, everyone will say their part.
Another question for what?
All right.
Okay.
Well, na kinalo question ya ba bona ba diang ba diang ba are thomeng ka
o rile nna ke go thusha go iputisa
wena o nthusha re wena o nana
mang le na le ya
riang ba butse ba re zile ya ke grilo mon ka shift ang attention ele ka be ke go ba diang a le putsisile na mara
riang nago age ya raben naga senna ne na ke thoma ke bona Thabile Mathomo ke na no ke stoko ke ra o ndi ngwana o shapo abo mara vele bothata ba ke go one a ke thoma ke ananga bereka le wena a ke sa go nyaka wa bona gore ke gana go nyaka o sa le go yana a ke thoma ke bereka le wena because basadi ba ba telele ke berekele le basadi ba le ngore gale ke jola le bona ke jola le wena so ke bereke le wena a ke thoma ke go ene ke le butse ke ya o mana ba tlo go ja le team ya ka gore ga o mana wa rana ke ya o mana ke babala wela ke thoma go o manya wena o nya go thoma gore ka ro tsa bona la ka na bilo wa don't hide well wara bona angare go nyaka na bile ko no zi angare go nyaka and then wa thoma ka go bitsa ke go pora go ngukisa create ya podcast e chai
ka boripana Liriang.
Liria.
Ra berekisana.
O tlo tshwa sereng. Ba re tshwa sereng ke bone mo moving o mo ba re you can't hump the bunny while you are trying to make money.
Yes.
O ka se-
Yes.
Ah, o lo rile
Ai
gore
kgonege.
mmuta wa be shapo ka so hampe o do tswela wa tsamaya mo le healthy wa ba na moki.
Barra shall take 8 minutes. Let me get it back to you. Tabayas Tembu, are we expecting another wedding coming soon?
Ke gopela o tle gape ka pujišo ela.
Pujišo ere. Go ya ka maemo a ditaba, ke nyaka gore o fahlele ka boripana ngwanaka. Go ya ka seemo sa ditaba go njwalo. Go o lebeletse potla ya gago ngwanaka. O lebeletse le mokgwa le theka. Go ka kgonega na gore ka kwa lapeng ka kwao o tlishe mosadi wa bobedi go ba le monna wa bobedi le gona se phosha ke ra re discriminate. Gore a tla thuša go diše lapa le.
Ya gana man.
Tembu ke sa go rena ke ya mathomo e. Mara nna personally ane bjale e ka kgonega go ya ka letheka e se go ka potla. So go ra gore if you are available and you are willing and you have your things. Kwa no tla ka mo.
Re ka boledišana.
Re ka boledišana.
Ba be ka tafola le meeting.
Ya nkwa kere.
No ro kwela.
Ke sa ga bore.
Ro kwela ka tsela
I'm against it go ba le ba ria go se tempuntse ba tshepile letheka fela. E bere ke o tlo bolaisha batho tla.
Yeah. O sore microphone go shiga dina poitswela 3 minutes left wena. What's your take on polygamy?
Wa ka mo matšheleteng go pala re tlogeleng makgwa
Matšhaleng.
shebeka lerato bana beshu
Yeah.
a re gane lona le a go jiša mare bale ga re tlo sheba ka pintsi
A e tlo kgonega tabeo.
letheka lona le nabile thaba e nabile go boletse zilo
Gore ba-
lepela re
basadi ba-
mišana mara ra avoideng go imišana le go nyalana e tlala ya tšhabiwa ka
Basadi ba bagane.
fetseng
Ke go ina po ne teacher se ka pela mo lena na pa itswelele.
Ra ba gane la go.
Go ya ka nna ke gore as much as there's money involved, but there's also like I think there's aspects to it besides money. There's more things that a man should be able to do to all these people. Yes, o ka ba le zaka o ba le letheka. Mara jwale o kgona ho handle batho ba bedi na. Ge le gore o mo tee wa go palela. Ba bedi o tlo ba kgona besides money and everything. Because the characters and how these women handle them, how you handle yourself when in public places and in special places. When o ka kgona ho ba le basadi ba bedi na. Go e tlo dula le rena o bolela ditaba. O kgona ho bolela ditaba tse le gore di kwala o ka re o nne basadi ba bedi na. Go ba ke tsa go hloka motho.
Ke dumelana le wena ka gore o ka se re le bonna wa nyaka basadi ba bedi o palla ke tese ya gale e sa le do lokisha like I make sense. I feel like emotional intelligence is very important because basadi le bona no asithaka ja rena sometimes like batho ba no ba tsena ka tlung.
and zilo wena you're the right person for this because your friend ka ra relationship ka ra sithembo nishi na ga wena ga a ntshwe le ngwe e fan right ya re go gadishe wena po a tseba
Ka ba Stembu.
o close to it a ke re mogotsi ya ge le moshimishane mmogo le ena ka ra relationship le motho a leng ka ra ga sethembu so wena le go ka pota re tlo no re thobela morena wa rra
Before to tswela le nna ke go botša malebune ke phele ke le botšwe for banna ba bantši before ke tlo tswela tabe ke itia fase ke tswalela. Wa rra ge o nyala mosadi o le monna ne ke nagana ke tabe le bolela ka tšhelete wena o le monna ga o nyala mosadi ke dilo mang tse leng gore wa di lebelela go ne bana ba batlo a kere ba go lebelela mekgona go a kenya go fakela di answer ka ganong wena nako o tšea sephetho a gore o nyetse ke dilo mang tse leng gore o di lebeletse and then tabe o tlo re buša le mola gape re tse kgone o tseba gore ne gore re ke se ka kry-a dilo tseo nka nore wa bobedi a tla eta ke re a se ka shaetša ke ra ge dipotla di le shapo mphetole mo morarre ge o nyala mosadi ke dilo mang tse leng gore wa di lebelela before ore o ke a mo tšeao
Fortunately nna wa ka ge ke monyala ke be ke se ka lebelela dilo tše ntši mara o riegile enough ke kgopela gore wa go tseba dipalo mo wa rieleng nna relationship ya ka le molekane wa ka e thomile ka 2003 ke be le first year of my high school be ke no ba ngwana wa go ithogolela wa go tswa from a poor family and stuff like that and be ke tsena sekolo le di-cheese boy mara o ba no ba le nna so ra fetša high school ra dikolong gauteng yena a tsena sekolo nna ka gešo ka ra itshokolela be ke no zula mara be re le so ka fetša ka re nna ke o repa a se nka re ke nyaka wa go bereka ka mining or what a re ke ne na go so wa e bona wara ene e ke bolela o re morena le ge ke sene selo e ke bolela o re morena ene mengwage 10 or 15 ya go feta ile ka mmoja gare one day ke tle gore ya princess a dumela so ke ile gare ge ke ba sharp ka re ke mo re princess so there's a million things I can mention. Yes.
I think that Zile, I'm going to allow you to say your final words. Unfortunately, because of time.
No, my final words go ba machichana the rest ka banyala. Bar ke na bududu so honor banyala. Dude, don't do that.
Oh, dude. Oh. Teachers na qualified. Teachers or official. Teachers.
Yeah. Kenele Putish. Ntabi is sitting amongst men, and there's a law that has just been passed. Gore mosadi aga go nyala more men. Like aga go nyala monna ba bantši. A tsa ga nyala banna ba bantši. A ke bie ka mogo. Go nwela go ya ka wena, you are not married as yet, right?
Correct.
Yes. So now, do you think wena, according to your capabilities, right? Little would mention to Malibu and Zile, the capabilities, just those two, Mani Lily Tega. Do you think you can handle 2 men?
Women on top of them, I say, "Paga good."
Bunchinyana ba re pherile nna ke tlo go botsa ka mogwe gore bunchinyana ba rena ba sepela ka tutu o ne le wa patela room o ne le wa angusha ba ba ka mogwe o ne ba ka mogwe o ne le wa post wa WhatsApp o ne ba ma ke ba di status a ke re angusha ladies and gentlemen tabathe ke tse dintšhi le bile tla ke le botseng re ka se di fetse mara ka mogwe ke bona go le tsefetse ka gona ke a kwisha gore ngwa go tlang go real life podcast experience gape ro the life podcast experience gape ka di 30. I wish I could speak to everyone. I wish I can ask everyone a question. Mara tla ke le botseng le ska bela lebala gore ngwa go tlang ka di 30 tabe re ri agape re phinda futhi nna lena la ka ke na fer the MC. Thank you for joining us today. There's brands that collaborated with us, which is Tototo. There's a brand that collaborated with us, Kadi Habli, Van Smoke, gore ganne ka di cocktail mara go netaba rodino re tloga mo ka gang ba bangwe mo kae o gona le di home sounds le bona ba partner le rena ba re file sound ba re fa di umbrella gona le banna ba Givenchy de go gona le ba bangwe ba le ba rekisa di jomola ba rekisa di jomola ke tsore ba re ke mang gona le ba bangwe ba shibela bana ba re camera mo re tlo tswella le tla re bona mo YouTube ke tabere ma yellow bone ke ba snap. I can't mention all their services gona le ba bangwe ba ba re hostile mo Hlaku Resort ba re hostile mo ba re retse ba bona be re lo hosta kae kae ba ba le bone e bone ba re fere ba fana event ya go it is a standard se se kaone sa go ba le accommodation ya magonte jwale ke re chaisa mo ga re sepele a ke ra bona ke go na le di room mo a se go di room a se di room to jela ke dingwe go na le le go go na le suite
di en suite chalets
ya re ba le ga di go ma jana wa ra dula go metele be ke go le go dula je ba re cotton sheets ba re Egyptian cotton ya tja mo di tega Egyptian cotton so ga re tloga mo ga re sepele ro buka ka moki ke ba re je ka re bampiele je 10 batho ba ka ba sore chalete so fa ke ke bone re bukile je 3 nyana go ra go shota 7 batho ba ka ba chalete Van Smoke wa o ska re chaba morare re felo jeo and then gona le keeper wa morago wa re re keeper le brand ngwe kwa morago ke le be dina la lona ke la sgoa make sure that you pull up le mo and then ga di 30 tabe re penda futhi re dira gape. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Fer the MC ke le sogana la go joga marishane la go hloka makoko until we meet again next year tabe ke itia fase ka tsalela
popolo which abe oro wa hasela o shapo ka mang
ka good. I can show you my account.
Moraro room go re testela
Live podcast experience 2025. Our Malibu about performer hantu khara udira wa. Defa khara microphone. Track.
Yeah, aro pele u ga opela mara. We uko tima pele morar. Na pelo yubo tima morar. Kenya gorlu se pele. Lela tele yarantamo. Lela tele yarantamo. Lesa no rugo opela kana mo. Amana mo no balla ke
chanchalde.
Yarantamo.
Ke manga surin chalde la ka fe munno hante.
Oga fita 1 minute le sa gahle iranda re khata gosha.
Are let's can't disappoint.
Yeah.
Ware.
Wara ole jana te agar. I believe we're goshe ya kam gara na yara effect taba ya goshe ki. So just play that one. Damrar. Ala selemu. Yes, now we speaking. Wow. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.